Arizona is often celebrated for its iconic Grand Canyon, but there's far more to this state than meets the eye. Beneath its rugged beauty lies a treasure trove of hidden stories and secrets. For instance, did you know Arizona is home to over 275 ghost towns? These haunting remnants of the gold and silver rush tell tales of bustling communities that thrived during the boom only to crumble and fade into obscurity. With more ghost towns than any other state in the U.S., Arizona is a living archive of a bygone era. But Arizona's mysteries don't stop with its deserted towns. Take Sedona, for example, a place famed for its breathtaking red rock formations. Beyond its geological splendor, Sedona is rumored to host energy vortexes, mystical hotspots believed to promote spiritual healing and balance between the body and soul. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the magnetic allure of Sedona's enchanting energy and serene landscapes. Another enigma lies in the shadow of the Superstition Mountains, home to the legendary Lost Dutchman's gold mine. This tale of hidden treasure has captivated adventurers for generations, with many venturing into the treacherous wilderness in hopes of striking it rich. Yet, rumors of a deadly curse protecting the treasure have spurred countless disappearances, adding to the legend's chilling mystique. Adding to Arizona's character is its deep-rooted Native American heritage. Tribes like the Navajo and Hopi have thrived in this region for centuries, preserving traditions and cultural legacies that continue to shape the state's identity. Their influence is a vibrant thread woven into the fabric of Arizona's story. However, not all aspects of Arizona shine as brightly. Beneath its picturesque landscapes and cultural wealth, the state grapples with significant challenges. Cities like Phoenix and Tucson are growing at a rapid pace, but they're also facing mounting issues such as homelessness, violent prison gangs, and human trafficking. These struggles reveal a stark contrast to Arizona's natural beauty, exposing a darker, more sobering reality. Arizona is a land of contrasts, a state that dazzles with its natural wonders and cultural depth, but also bears the weight of pressing societal issues. The question remains, can Arizona rise above these challenges and chart a brighter course for its future? Let's delve into the shadows and uncover Arizona's dark side. Arizona, a sprawling state covering nearly 114,000 square miles and bordered by California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, and Utah, is grappling with an alarming rise in homelessness. Over the past few years, the number of unhoused individuals has surged by a staggering 87% since 2018, propelling Arizona into the spotlight as one of the fastest-growing regions for homelessness in the United States. This increase has even outpaced states like California and Oregon, which are often synonymous with severe homelessness crises. The issue extends beyond sheer numbers. Compounding the problem is a sharp escalation in mental health disorders and substance abuse within the homeless population, which has nearly doubled since 2013. These intertwined challenges make finding sustainable solutions even more complex. Despite Arizona allocating an impressive $1 billion annually to initiatives like the Housing First program, these efforts have yet to make a significant dent. Thousands remain on the streets, with resources stretched too thin to meet the overwhelming demand. In recent developments, legal measures have begun to reshape how Arizona addresses homelessness. The Supreme Court recently upheld a ban on camping in public spaces, clearing the path for stricter actions against homeless encampments. Proposition 3M12, passed with 58% voter support, now allows property owners to sue for tax relief if homeless camps in their vicinity are not removed. While these steps may provide temporary relief for some communities, they fail to address the root causes driving the crisis. At the heart of the problem is Arizona's severe shortage of affordable housing. The state struggles to provide enough rental units for low-income residents, leaving many families and individuals without viable options. Addressing this crisis will require more than just law enforcement or legal interventions. A comprehensive strategy is essential, one that balances immediate relief with sustainable, long-term solutions. This includes expanding access to affordable housing, improving mental health and addiction services, and ensuring that those in need can connect with resources to rebuild their lives. The homelessness crisis in Arizona is a reflection of broader national challenges, but it's also a call to action. Will the state rise to meet this moment, or will the gaps in its systems continue to grow? The answer lies in the collective will to embrace not just temporary fixes, but lasting change. In addition to its other social challenges, Arizona has unfortunately earned a reputation as a hub for sex trafficking, particularly in certain areas of Phoenix. One notorious location is The Track, which stretches from Indian School Road to Northern Avenue. This area has become a hotspot for prostitution and human trafficking, where women often find themselves victims of sexual exploitation. To combat this, law enforcement has created specialized units like HEAT, Human Exploitation and Trafficking, or the Sex Exploitation and Trafficking Unit. Despite their efforts, however, the sex trade continues to flourish, and many victims remain trapped in a cycle of violence and trauma imposed by their traffickers. Notably, large events such as the Super Bowl or WM Phoenix Open often lead to heightened concerns about the increase in sex trafficking. The influx of outsiders for such events tends to exacerbate the issue, with traffickers luring victims with promises of protection or a fake sense of belonging, often disguised as a family. In reality, these women are enslaved and exploited, caught in a vicious cycle that's hard to escape.
When you're walking the track, you're really thinking about how much money can I take home today? How much money can I take home to top these other girls?
Arizona's dark side extends beyond the visible, with a long history tied to gangs and mafia networks, particularly those emerging from the prison system. One of the most notorious is the Mexican Mafia, also known as La M. This criminal organization has been operating since 1974 in Florence, Arizona, as an extension of the original Mexican Mafia founded in California in 1957. Their reach is extensive, involving collaboration with drug cartels and even white supremacist groups like the Aryan Brotherhood. La M's influence is staggering, with an estimated membership between 15,000 and 20,000 people, both inside and outside the prison system. This neo-Nazi prison gang controls a vast criminal empire, including drug trafficking, extortion, and arms smuggling. Through prison hierarchies and a strict code of conduct, they not only dominate prison trade, but also influence life on the streets. Members like Manuel Medrano have shed light on the gang's inner workings, revealing the chilling dynamics and sheer power they wield. Their ruthless control over both the prison and external markets has made Arizona's cities dangerous, with gang rivalries and their connections to the drug cartels fueling high levels of violence. The impact on crime rates is stark, especially in the areas of violent crime and property crime, keeping Arizona's reputation as a hotspot for organized crime alive. The issue of drug abuse in Arizona is spiraling out of control, particularly among the homeless population living on the streets. Areas in Phoenix and Tucson have become hotspots for drug trade and associated criminal activities. In recent years, the rise in substance abuse has closely paralleled the increase in homelessness, with drugs like methamphetamine and opioids becoming a serious concern. Many individuals have lost their homes and jobs due to their addiction, adding to the growing crisis. The drug market is fueled by powerful gangs like the Mexican Mafia and biker groups such as the Mongols MC. These gangs not only control the local drug trade, but also deepen addiction in marginalized communities. The Mongols MC, a notorious outlaw motorcycle club, operates in secret, with a clear structure and strict codes. As described by former President Justin DeLoretto, their influence extends beyond drug distribution. They're heavily involved in violence, extortion, and arms trafficking, which only exacerbates the cycle of poverty and criminality, trapping vulnerable individuals in a never-ending struggle. Beyond its modern-day crime problems, Arizona harbors dark legends that blend history and mystery. One such place is Fort Grant, a remote prison site nestled in the Arizona wilderness. According to various stories, beneath the Fort Grant visitor parking lot lies a hatch, rumored to conceal secrets from World War II. This children's laboratory, as it's called, is said to have been the site of gruesome experiments on Japanese internment camp children and others with severe disabilities. Whispers claim that the prison cells at Fort Grant still echo with the ghostly cries of children who were never seen again. While these stories are hard to verify, the Congress Library documents mention a special facility at Fort Grant in 1944, fueling the myth's persistence in the public consciousness. This eerie tale remains a part of Arizona's dark history, an unresolved enigma that lingers in the minds of many. Arizona is also grappling with grave issues reflected in troubling traffic accident statistics. In 2021 alone, the state recorded over 120,000 accidents, with more than 1,100 fatalities on its roads. Fridays, especially during the daytime, proved to be the most dangerous, with over 20,000 accidents occurring on that day alone. The situation worsens during rush hour traffic and late night hours, when drivers tend to speed on empty roads, often influenced by alcohol. Though alcohol is involved in less than 5% of accidents, its contribution to over 20% of traffic-related deaths underscores the complexity of the problem. In addition to traffic fatalities, Arizona faces broader social issues like corruption in prisons and narcotics trafficking, often struggling to manage organized crime involving cartels and dangerous gangs. Residents must deal with these threats in their daily lives, facing a reality where crime and lawlessness often intersect. All of this creates a stark contrast in Arizona. Beneath the natural beauty of the state, there lies a web of social challenges, from high accident rates to the deep-rooted social issues impacting many citizens' lives.